Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon,
Good
students.
afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, sir.
Right. Before going to start my today's session, uh, let me ask you some questions about the today's topic. Okay, right. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Likita,
Yes,
why
sir.
why do we need food?
We need food to get energy, sir.
Right, very good, very good. Next, from Rishita Chowdhury, from where do we get food? From where do we get food? Rishita Chowdhury.
We go, we get food from plants and animals, sir.
Right, very good. Tuhi, what do the food which contain? What do the food which contain?
Nutrients, sir.
Right, nutrients. Lesson. Obtaining nutrients from the food is called nutrition. Obtaining uh, food, obtaining nutrients from the food is called nutrition. Okay. Next, what is nutrition? Likita Chaudhary, what is nutrition?
Yes, so breakdown of food is into similar substances is called nutrition.
Okay. So again, I will tell you some other definitions about nutrition. Nutrition means the process of taking and consuming food, also called nutrition. The process of taking the food and consuming the food, also called nutrition. Next, another one, procurement of food. Procurement of food to obtain energy is called nutrition. Okay. Next, on the basis of food procurement, nutrition divides into two categories. First one is autotrophic nutrition, second one is heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition means uh, the organisms are which can prepare their own food from the simple inorganic substances is called autotrophic organisms. So what is autotrophic nutrition? Organisms which can prepare their own food from the simple inorganic substances called autotrophic nutrition. Here, these type of organisms are called autotrophs, means the organisms which perform autotrophic nutrition called autotrophs. Example, plants, euglena, volvox, and then cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria is a primitive organism which evolved from the water onto the land. This is a primitive organism. And then autotrophs prepare their food through the process called photosynthesis. Likita, what is photosynthesis?
Sir,
What is
the
photosynthesis?
process of preparing of own food using light energy from sunlight is called photosynthesis.
Right, very good. So the process of preparing food materials by the plants is called photosynthesis. Here, again autotrophs are divided into two types on the basis of the way of energy production or procurement. First one is photoautotrophs, second one is chemoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs prepare their food in presence of sunlight by taking inorganic substances, whereas chemoautotrophs utilizes chemicals to obtain their energy. Right. Here photosynthesis. Photo means light, synthesis means to join. Photo means light, synthesis means to join. Here photosynthesis is the important process on the earth on which depends and existence of human beings and almost all other livings also. Means the existence of the organisms continues on the earth by the help of plants only, because plants prepare their food through the autotrophic mode of nutrition. They provide oxygen and other substances for the other living beings to survive. Right. So in the process of green photosynthesis, in the process of photosynthesis, green plants combine water, carbon dioxide, from their resources or surroundings in presence of light, in presence of light to form carbohydrates. So here carbohydrate is the product, and then carbon dioxide and water are utilized substances. Then along with the carbohydrates, oxygen also released into the atmosphere as a byproduct. So oxygen is a survival gas of all other organisms on the whole world. Right. The photosynthesis is a very complex process and involves several intermediate reactions to produce the intermediate substances. Finally, carbohydrates are produced. Right. Next, here to perform photosynthesis, green plants contain a pigment called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is a pigment which is essential for the continuation or for photosynthesis. Here, due to the presence of chlorophyll, plants are green in color. Due to the presence of chlorophyll, plants are green in color. Here, my question is, what is chlorophyll? Tuhi, what is chlorophyll?
The green pigment present in the plants is known as chlorophyll, sir.
Right, very good. Chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. Next, here one scientist, namely C.B. Van Neel, formulated for a formula of photosynthesis. So he conducted several experiments on some organisms, finally plants, to formulate the equation. So according to the Van Neel, for each molecule of carbohydrates or one molecule of carbohydrate formation, one molecule of water and one molecule of oxygen is produced. Means one molecule of water is required, at the same time it produces or releases one molecule of oxygen also. At first he worked on the purple sulfur bacteria. So before I told you, he conducted experiments on some organisms, means that is purple sulfur bacteria. So he find out the equation for this. Finally, after these experiments, he thinks for the photosynthesis in plants also. Here he gave an equation also. Carbon dioxide plus water, means 2 molecules of water gives 1 molecule of carbohydrate, that is CH2O, plus some amount of water, then oxygen as a byproduct in presence of light and chlorophyll. In presence of light and chlorophyll. After Van Neel, another substance, namely Robert Hill. Here Robert Hill modified the Van Neel equation. Van Neel, here this Robert Hill equation only now worldwide accepted equation for photosynthesis. That is 6 molecules of carbon dioxide, 12 molecules of water added to produce 1 molecule of glucose, that is C6H12O6, means formula of glucose is C6H12O6. Then 6 molecules of oxygen, and then 6 molecules of water also. Here oxygen evolved into the atmosphere as a survival gas of entire organisms present on the earth. Okay. Here, so plants synthesize carbohydrate to smaller ones, means complex substances into smaller ones. Then complex like starch into starch and cellulose. So after photosynthesis, plants prepare glucose. This glucose is utilized for their body growth and development. Later, excess amount of glucose preserved in the form of starch and cellulose. Starch and cellulose are again complex substances. Here, plants are capable to synthesize carbohydrates, proteins, fats, etc. Plants are capable to synthesize carbohydrates, proteins, fats, etc. Okay. So where does photosynthesis takes place? Up to now then nutrition, photosynthesis, then the simple idea about the photosynthesis you heard. Then where does photosynthesis takes place? Where does photosynthesis? Here, for this question also, several scientists conducted experiment to find out the answer for exact location of photosynthesis on green plants. Here, one scientist called Ingenhousz proposed only green parts of the plants conducted photosynthesis, or photosynthesis takes place in the green parts of the plants. And then again after this statement, some other scientists conducted experiment to prove the exact location of the photosynthesis. So after Ingenhousz, Pelletier and Cavendish, two scientists succeeded to obtain the exact location of the green colored substance. Green colored substance means Pelletier and Cavendish obtained the green color substance from the green parts of the plant and named as chlorophyll. Named as chlorophyll. In the year 1883, Julius Van Sachs, another scientist, namely Julius Van Sachs, observed that chlorophyll in plant cells is not spread entire cells. Means, so before statement, the entire green parts of the plant perform the photosynthesis, but here chlorophyll is not present or present in the entire parts of the green parts, and then it is present in a one cell organelle. One cell, you know about the plant cells and cell organelles, or cell and its structure and functions in the class 9th. So try to remember that. So several organelles are found in the plant cells. Here such kind of or such type of plant cell is chloroplast. So chloroplast is a cell organelle which consists of chlorophyll. This is the site for photosynthesis within the cell. So such kind of cells are called as chloroplast. Chloroplast. Now I will show you video. Through the video I can explain the structure of chloroplast. Wait 1 minute. Right, my screen is visible, students?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Wait 1 minute, wait. Right?
Now visible.
Now visible. Okay, right, listen. So before going to the site of photosynthesis, means up to now I told you photosynthesis takes place in the cell organelle. Such cell organelles are called as chloroplast. Okay, right, now I will tell you about the structure of chloroplast.
Inside a chloroplast, what do chloroplasts and solar panels have in common? Both convert solar energy into other readily usable forms of energy.
See, Lisa, here two photos are given in the video. That is, first picture is chloroplast and second one is solar panels. So here solar panels physically we use to convert the solar energy to electrical energy. Means solar panels have some chips. These chips are able to convert the light energy into electrical energy, the which we used in our day-to-day life. But here plants do not have a solar panels, but plants have a special mechanism to convert the solar energy into chemical energy. Such cell organelles are called as chloroplast.
Solar panels absorb photons which excite the electrons in the semiconducting material. This generates an electric current. In chloroplasts, electrons in the photosynthetic pigments absorb photons and get excited to higher energy levels. The energy released by the excited electrons is used for ATP formation. This stored energy is used to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose. Let's take a look inside the chloroplasts to understand the organelle that made our planet green.
Right. So before going to explain the structure of chloroplast, a brief idea I will give you. Listen carefully. Here again one more scientist named as I. Arnon. So I. Arnon was able to break up the plant cells and organelles which participate in the photosynthesis. Up to now, one scientist says green parts of the plants perform photosynthesis. Later some other scientist explains about the obtain the green part of the plant, that is called chlorophyll. Later again another scientist said that is called chloroplast. Means chlorophyll is present in the plant cell organelle, which is called chloroplast. But the entire mechanism of photosynthesis takes place in the means harvesting of solar energy into electrical energy takes place in the chloroplast. Then how it takes place is explained by David I. Arnon. Okay, here 1 square millimeter of leaf surface, 1 square millimeter of leaf surface contains more than 5 lakhs chloroplast. For example, the leaf of the plant, if you take any plant, upper layer, lower layer, upper surface, lower surface. Upper surface is bright in green color and lower surface is dark in green color, but because of the presence of chloroplast. Okay, next, the typical chloroplasts are oval or disc shaped. The shape of the chloroplast is either oval or disc shaped. So these chloroplasts are filled with watery fluid which is called stroma. What is stroma? Can anyone tell me what is stroma? What is stroma? Likita?
Fluid in the cell is called stroma.
Right, watery fluid in the chloroplast is called stroma. Next, each chloroplast is a double membrane bound organelle. Means 2 layers are present in the organelle with 5 to 10 microns size. So what is the size of layers? 5 to 10 microns. Here this double layered bounded organelle means 2 layers separated by periplastidial space. There is a space in between the 2 layers, that is called as there is a space in between the 2 layers of the chloroplast which is called as periplastidial space. Periplastidial space. Okay, next, inner membrane surrounds homogeneous mixture. Inner membrane surrounds by homogeneous mixture or homogeneous matrix which is called stroma. So what is stroma? Homogeneous matrix of the inner membrane is called stroma. Here stroma contains proteins and enzymes. These proteins and enzymes are helpful for the dark reaction, light reaction, dark reaction. After structure of chloroplast I will explain how the mechanism of photosynthesis takes place. So for this here, these proteins and enzymes are helpful for the dark reaction. Next, circular DNA, 70S ribosomes and lipoprotein, means lipoprotein membranes called thylakoids. So each thylakoid has a lipoprotein. Each thylakoid has a lipoprotein membranes. Here, the lipoprotein sac-like structures have cavity. This cavity is called as lumen. Or what is lumen? One more question, which is, this is very important question also. What is lumen? Cavity within the thylakoid membrane is called lumen. Okay. Next, here lumen acts as a reservoir for proteins. Lumen acts as a reservoir proteins. Later, the stacks of thylakoid membranes are located in the stroma and are connected by stroma lamellae. The stacks of thylakoids are located in the stroma. These stromas are connected by tube-like structures which are called as lamellae.
The chloroplast is bound by a double membrane called peristromium. Click the membrane to see the chloroplast from inside. The
this is the
space
internal
between the
structure
two
of
membranes
chloroplast.
is called the periplastidial space. The inner membrane encloses a colorless fluid matrix called stroma. Stroma
this
is the
entire
site
colorless
of the
fluid
dark
is called
reaction
stroma.
of
These
photosynthesis.
are thylakoids.
The stroma contains ribosomes, a small circular DNA, and approximately 40 to 60 green structures called grana.
So these are grana. So
Each
here
granum
one and
is a
another
stack
granum is
of
connected
small
by a
disc-shaped
tube-like
vesicles
structure, which is
called
granum
thylakoids. The thylakoid membranes are called grana lamellae and their internal space is called loculus. Grana are interconnected by stroma lamellae or fret channels which help in rapid transport of ATP and other materials. ATP is synthesized in the grana.
Right. See here. So stroma, grana, granum thylakoids, stroma thylakoids are present. Next, so chloroplasts are green in color due to the presence of a pigment which is called chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is a mixture of 4 different pigments, respectively chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, carotene, xanthophyll. Chlorophyll A, chlorophyll E, carotene and xanthophyll. So chlorophyll A gives are responsible for the color of blue green, chlorophyll B yellow green, carotene is for orange, xanthophyll for yellow color. So here let me ask you some questions about pigments. Kathysri, what is the color of chlorophyll A? Kathysri.
Blue green, sir.
Right, very good. So right, next, these pigment molecules are called as quantasomes. Pigment molecules present in the chloroplast are called quantasomes. Likita Chaudhary, what are quantasomes?
Yes.
What are quantasomes?
Power storage, sir.
So anyone tell me, any one of you, what are quantasomes?
Sir,
Pigment molecules of chloroplast or chlorophyll called as quantasomes. Chlorophyll and pigment molecules of the chloroplast are fat soluble substance. You know the differences between water soluble and fat soluble substances. Here chlorophyll and these 4 kind of pigment molecules are fat soluble, and all these substances located in the lipid part of the thylakoid. Lipid part of the thylakoid. So, you know thylakoid, stroma, lamellae and the thylakoid membrane, thylakoid lamellus. So here chlorophyll and pigment molecules locate on the thylakoid membranes, and not only for location and also organized to form reaction centers. These reaction centers are called photosystems 1 and 2. So photosystem 1 and 2 is majorly responsible for the mechanism of photosynthesis, how the solar energy is converted into chemical energy, right. Next, chlorophyll molecules and accessory pigments. Some pigments also present in plant body. These pigments and chlorophyll molecules harvest solar energy. So what are the substances present in the plants to harvest solar energy? Chlorophyll molecules and accessory pigments. Okay, here these substances or these cells harvest the solar energy and pass it to reaction centers to continue the mechanism of photosynthesis. Okay, here grana helps in light reaction, whereas stroma helps in dark reaction. Means the light reactions takes place in the grana and then dark reactions takes place in the stroma. Now I will move to explain about the mechanism of photosynthesis, how the mechanism takes place in plants to prepare the food materials. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Right. Wait 1 minute. I will show you another video before going to explain the mechanism of photosynthesis. Right. See here the mechanism of photosynthesis. Mechanism of photosynthesis. Here photosynthesis is a very complex process. Photosynthesis is a very complex process and involves number of reactions. So mainly photosynthesis consists of two phases. Mainly photosynthesis takes place in two phases. First one is light dependent phase, which is called light reaction. Second phase is light independent phase, that is called dark reaction. So light reactions takes place in presence of light only, but dark reactions takes place in presence and absence of light. So dark reactions does not require light. Okay, right. Before going to show my video, I will give you brief idea about light reactions. Here light reaction is a photochemical phase. Light reaction is a photochemical phase. Why? Means this light reaction takes place in presence of light and chemicals are produced, and some chemicals also required. For this it is called as photochemical phase. Again it is also called as a Hill reaction, because the entire reactions involved in the light reaction explained by Hill, that's why it is also called as Hill reaction. Later light reactions takes place in the grana of chloroplast. Later light reactions discussed under three stages. First one is absorption of light, second one is splitting of water molecule, third one is photophosphorylation. Listen.
Photophosphorylation.
So here third stage is given, that is called photophosphorylation. So first I will tell you, I will go in order. First one is the absorption of light. So what happens in the first stage of mechanism of light reaction is, in this reaction chlorophyll molecules absorb light and become excited. So when light falls on the leaf, immediately the first reaction starts. So when they absorb the light energy, immediately they become excited. So due to this, electrons reach the outer orbits. Electrons reach the outer orbits. This is called as activation of chlorophyll molecule or absorption of light. Activation of chlorophyll molecule means chlorophyll molecules absorb the light energy and becomes excited, or the excitation of reaction centers. Already I told you photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. These reaction centers excited to continue the next stage. Second one is, so when they become excited, immediately they electrons reach the outer orbits. These when they reach the outer orbits, they started another reaction that is called splitting of water molecules or photolysis. Photolysis of water. So what is photolysis? One more question. Breakdown of water molecules is called as photolysis. Energy rich molecules are used too. So what are the energy rich molecules? Already electrons are excited and reach the outer orbits. These molecules used to split the water molecule into hydrogen and oxygen. Hydrogen and oxygen. So this process is called as photolysis. Photo means light, lysis means breakdown. In presence of light, water molecule breakdown. That's why it is called as photolysis. Here, water molecule, H2O, formula of water is H2O. Here H2O molecule divides into H plus plus OH minus ions. H plus plus OH minus ion. So for this proof we use 4 H2O molecules. 4 H2O molecules photolyze and gives 4 H plus plus 4 OH minus ions. Here 4 OH minus ions forms 2 molecules of water and 2 molecules of oxygen and some electrons. Okay, once again I will tell you, 4 H2O molecules splits into 4 H plus plus 4 OH minus ions. Again you don't think about the H plus, you think about the OH minus ions only. So here 4 OH minus ions gives 2 water molecules, 2 oxygen molecules and electrons. Here oxygen evolved into the atmosphere. Oxygen evolved into the atmosphere as a byproduct of plants. Later hydrogen ions, 4 hydrogen ions are present. These hydrogen ions reach to form NADPH. NADP converted into NADPH by adding hydrogen ions. Here NADPH, full form of NADPH means nicotinamide adenine diphosphate. Nicotinamide adenine diphosphate. What is the full form of NADPH? Nicotinamide adenine diphosphate. Then energy used for photophosphorylation. So in the second stage some electrons are generated. These electrons used for the third stage, that is called photophosphorylation. Right. In this photophosphorylation, liberated energy in photolysis is used to add phosphate molecules to ADP to form ATP, adenosine diphosphate to ATP, adenosine triphosphate. The energy molecules which are generated from the photolysis is used to add inorganic molecule or inorganic phosphate molecules to ADP to form ATP. Okay, right. Here ATP is a energy rich molecule. Adenosine triphosphate is a energy rich molecule. Energy rich molecule. In all photophysiological process of cells, means all the cells of the body, that is any living organism, obtain energy by connecting ADP to ATP to ADP. ATP to ADP. Here glucose is not produced, carbon dioxide is not utilized. So listen carefully, glucose is not produced and carbon dioxide is not utilized in the first reaction of mechanism of photosynthesis, which is called light reaction. But the end products of the light reaction are oxygen in the second stage, that is called photolysis, NADPH in the second stage, and ATP molecules in the photophosphorylation. Observe the video.
In plants, photosynthesis occurs in specialized organelles called chloroplasts. Photosynthesis takes place in two phases: light reactions in the grana and dark reactions in the stroma of the chloroplasts. During the light reactions, photosynthetic pigments in the grana absorb photons and use the light energy and water to form ATP and reduced NADP. In the dark reactions, ATP and reduced NADP, the products of the light reactions, are used to convert carbon dioxide to glucose. Glucose synthesis occurs in the stroma as a set of cyclic reactions called the Calvin cycle or the C3 cycle. Let's learn about the light reactions of photosynthesis in detail. Photosynthetic pigments such as chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, xanthophylls and carotenoids are embedded in the thylakoid membrane. These pigments are organized into two pigment systems, photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. PS1 has an absorption maxima at 700 nanometers and PS2 has an absorption maxima at 680 nanometers. In a pigment system, one molecule of chlorophyll A serves as the reaction center. Chlorophyll B, xanthophyll and carotenoids act as accessory pigments. Accessory pigments absorb light of different wavelengths and pass on the energy to the reaction center. The reaction center of each photosystem is excited by the energy of the photons. As a result, high-energy electrons are released from the reaction centers. The excited electrons pass through a chain of electron carriers associated with both photosystems. The energy released during this transfer is used to phosphorylate ADP to ATP. This is known as photophosphorylation.
Right,
Depending on the photosystem involved and the path of electron transfer, light reactions are of two types: non-cyclic photophosphorylation and cyclic photophosphorylation.
Okay, this cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation we need not in our state syllabus. It is up to the higher grades of degree or PG. Then later I will move to, now I am moving to dark reactions. Okay students, right. So here light reaction is a photochemical stage, like the dark reaction also called as biosynthetic phase, means some useful substances synthesized in plants, that's why it is called as biosynthetic phase, and also known as Blackman reaction. So some events of the dark reactions explained by Blackman, that's why it is called Blackman reaction also. Dark reactions takes place in the stroma of chloroplast. The chloroplast majorly contain two parts, grana and stroma. So light reaction takes place in the grana, whereas dark reactions takes place in the stroma. So a dark reaction does not require light. In the absence and presence of light, it takes place. Dark reactions takes place through the intermediate reactions, where the intermediate products converted into glucose. Listen carefully. Dark reaction takes place through the intermediate reactions. So from every intermediate reaction, one product is a byproduct. Finally, at last of the dark reactions, so glucose is produced. Here Melvin Calvin and his associates Andy Benson, James Besham discovered and explained all the reactions in chlorella plants, means the dark reactions, the entire reactions and events of the dark reactions observed in the chlorella, so that it is called as Kelvin cycle also. Kelvin cycle. For this it is also called, for this work Melvin Kelvin and his associates got Nobel Prize also. Nobel Prize. Okay. Next, same like light reactions, dark reactions also explained under 3 heads. First one is carboxylation phase, second one is reduction phase, third one is regeneration phase. Carboxylation phase, reduction phase and regeneration phase. The first one is carboxylation phase. In the first reaction, carbon dioxide is transferred to 5 carbon sugars, which is called ribulose 1,5 diphosphate. So carbon dioxide now started to utilize by the chloroplast to form the 5 sugar carbons called ribulose 1,5 diphosphate. Here 2 phosphate molecules are added to 5 carbon sugar to form 6 carbon sugar called hexose. So 5 carbon sugar molecule gets 1 carbon molecule to form a 6 carbon molecule, which is called hexose. Here hexose is a highly unstable product, and due to the highly instability it breaks down to 2 molecules of phosphoglyceric acid. Phosphoglyceric acid. Every phosphoglyceric acid has 3 carbons. 3 carbons, or each phosphoglyceric acid has 3 carbons. Here 3 molecules of carbon dioxide accepted from the atmosphere. Accepted from the atmosphere means 3 molecules of carbon dioxide is added to 5 carbon sugars, 3 molecules of 5 carbon sugar, that is called RUBP, plus 3 molecules of H2O, 3 molecules of H2O to give 3 molecules of phosphoglyceric acid. 3 molecules of phosphoglyceric acid. Here every phosphoglyceric acid has 3 carbons. Hence, due to this, it is also called as C3 pathway. Carboxylation phase is otherwise called as C3 pathway because the entire substances contains only 3 carbons. 3 carbons. Now I will show you video. Observe. Wait 1 minute.
The Kelvin cycle.
See, the Kelvin cycle consists 3 phases. One is carboxylation, reduction and regeneration. First carboxylation completed. Observe.
During the process of photosynthesis, plants utilize carbon dioxide and water to produce glucose and oxygen in the presence of sunlight. The site of photosynthesis is the chloroplast. Photosynthesis takes place in 2 phases: light reaction in the grana and dark reaction in the stroma. During the light reactions, photosynthetic pigments in the grana absorb photons and use the light energy and water to form ATP and reduced NADP. In the dark reactions, ATP and reduced NADP, the products of the light reactions, are used to convert carbon dioxide to glucose. Glucose synthesis occurs in the stroma as a set of cyclic reactions called the Kelvin cycle or the C3 cycle. Let's learn more about this cycle. The Calvin cycle takes place in 3 major steps. Carboxylation of a 5-carbon acceptor molecule, reduction of the product of carboxylation by using reduced NADP and ATP, and regeneration of the 5-carbon acceptor molecule. Click a button to learn more.
Right, student. So already carboxylation completed. Next I will explain you about the reduction. Here the end product of the first stage, the carboxylation phase, that is called phosphoglyceric acid. The phosphoglyceric acid undergoes several reactions and it is converted into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Here glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate has 3 carbons. In this stage ATP and NADPH are used from the light reactions. ATP and so in between the carboxylation and reduction 3-phosphoglycerate, it requires ATP and NADPH. These ATP and NADPH are gets from the light reactions and then gives ADP molecules. 6 molecules of ADP generated, 6 molecules of ADP regenerated in this reaction.
1,3-biophosphoglycerate is reduced by NADPH to produce 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde. Out of the 12 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde, 2 molecules are removed from the cycle to form 6-carbon glucose. The remaining 10 molecules of 3-phosphoglyceraldehyde undergo a set of rearrangement reactions to generate the carbon dioxide acceptor ribulose 6-biphosphate.
Okay, students. Next stage is called regeneration. In this regeneration, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate converted into glucose. 2 molecules of phosphoglyceraldehyde added to form 1 molecule of glucose. So finally glucose converted into starch for storage. Finally glucose is converted into starch for storage. So the end product of the dark reaction is glucose. End product of the dark reaction is glucose. So here again inorganic phosphates are added to ADP to form ATP. Here phosphate molecules are added to form ADP, NADP. So these are the sequential diagrammatic equations for the mechanism of photosynthesis. Okay, students, have you any doubt? Right, thank you.
No, sir.
Thank you.